Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom, I'm here once again to do what we know doing the best. But before I come in, let's hear the voice of the great master, the voice of the great prophet, the voice of the great leader, the one who saw tomorrow 2 years before it happened, 3 years before it happened, 5 years before it happened. The soothsayer of our time. You might not understand. This is the only man that the whole world is afraid of. The man that did not fear death. He comes in a difficult time and he agreed to take the tax. And he said, even though it lead to his death, so be it. Stand with me as I welcome that great man who does not fear death. The one that was prepared for this great time. The only one. The great prophet of our time. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, we are here. Erin, I see you. Excellent to watch you. Nice to have you guys on this broadcast. Please, as you join me, like the video if you can. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
If you belonging to the indigenous people of Biafra in a land bequeathed to them by the Almighty Chukwu Abiyama to their forebears, that they may inhabit and worship in truth and honesty, that is where we're going back to. Some of you may not understand where we're going. We don't expect you to. If you think that we are going to fight for our freedom the classical way that people always do to you, are mistaken. Our approach is different because we are solving two problems at the same time. We are eradicating the stupidity of a black man and at the same time trying to give you your freedom. Two things at the same time. That is why we do things the way we do it. That is why we approach things the way we do it. That is why we must continue doing this until Biafra comes and beyond. We are cleansing your brain. We are taking away the cobweb of destitution.
Obriago, I see you. Obriago is there. I see you. I see you.
Educate a man that went to university and came out with a certificate that the brain is empty. You know what it means? We are starting from the beginning. We are cleansing people's brain. We are making sure they reason properly. We are pointing them in the right direction, pointing them towards hope, pointing them towards liberty, pointing them towards freedom. That is why we are here. And no
Just wait a moment. Let me fix it.
and misinformation. Do you know what it means? That is why we do things the way we do it. That is why we approach things the way we do it. That is why we must continue doing this until Biafra comes and beyond. We are cleansing your brain. We are taking away the cobweb of destitution. We are removing all those roadblocks brought about by ways of miseducation and misinformation. Do you know what it means to educate a man that went to university and came out with a paper certificate that the brain is empty? Do you know what it means? We are starting from the beginning. We are cleansing people's brain. We are making sure they reason properly. We are pointing them in the right direction, pointing them towards hope, pointing them towards liberty, pointing them towards freedom. That is why we are here and no other reason. There is no other reason. That is why we are here. And that is why Radio Biafra will continue as
Godwin Uche Okoye, I see you. Freedom is what we are asking. Biafra is real. He said, I see you. Guys, like the video as you join in. Don't just join in and keep quiet. Like the video so that others will join us as we move forward.
This landmark phenomenon has become. People may try to copy us. They may try to sound like us. They may even try to borrow our microphone. They may even beg us to come and join us when we say no to them. Because one strike and we're out. There is no way you can come back.
Then I see you.
You can yap, you can teach a battle outside all you love.
I see you, Diana. Saying this, Diana said, "Good afternoon, Kai report. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing great. How about you? I hope everything is alright with you." Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Life, it doesn't take anything away from us. It does not stop us from doing what we are doing because we are here to do the work that Chukwu Abiyama, the God Almighty, have asked us to come and do. And that is why every praise, every adoration, that is why every thank that we offer goes to Chukwu Abiyama. Right now, our people know who Chukwu Abiyama is. Everybody, back in the villages, everywhere around the world, they now give praise to Chukwu Abiyama. That is how we should do. We are doing our work. We promise the Almighty God Chukwu Abiyama, we will do this job you've asked us to do. You see this, your stubborn, very hopeless children, we will return them to you. We will cleanse their brain, those of them that is worth cleansing. Come up and there will look for where your father is. John Namiganachi, you are not a Biafran. For those of you lucky enough to be born genuine Biafrans, the destination is liberty. We are going to worship Chukwu Abiyama in our land. Satan will come. Don't think it's going to be easy. The devil will come. This same devil will use people within us to try to stop what we are doing, but they can never prevail. Do you know why? Darkness comes, but in the morning comes light. Darkness will always go away. And you know the funny thing about darkness, it doesn't grow any food. No food, no plant grows in the night. Every plant, every organism needs the sun to be able to survive and to be able to propagate. Now you understand it. Why we are the children of the light. We are descended from heaven direct. The gates of darkness cannot prevail over this very gospel that we preach. The work of the enemy, the aggregation of everybody who is against the restoration of this kingdom of heaven in truth and honesty, can never ever surmount our collective will and resolve to do what is right before God in heaven and man on this very earth. You need to understand that we are unstoppable. The more challenges I see, the more I relish and enjoy it. If there is no problem, sometimes I create one myself. I create one myself. I want to test myself to see how equipped and prepared I am. Where there is no problem, there is no progress. You need to have problem to be able to test your progress. Even where there is none, we instigate it. Oh, no. Who is the person that is in front of us? Very soon, we will commence our march. And then you will know how serious we are. You will understand that we say something and we...
Frank Chugo, I see you. Frank Chugo says, "Good afternoon from here, sir. Chatting from Lagos, part of Zoo." Yes, I know, Frank. I know you are. Thank you for joining us.
Every promise we ever made, we have fulfilled it. There are many more coming, which we have been advised not to tell you, and we cannot tell you. But our march is relentless. Some coordinators will no longer exist after a short while because of the way they played. They won't exist. The fewer we are, the better, the more secure our secret is. And there is no coming back. There is no coming back in. We need people who are hardcore Biafrans. I mean hardcore. I don't mean just a Biafran in our body, t-shirt in our body. I mean hardcore. People who were born Biafrans. And can you see how interesting things have become? These days are beginning to come out. I mean genuine hardcore. Those that will never go back regardless of what is in front of them. Those that will serve their country without any conditions. Today we have tried to demonstrate that we are campaigning for the release of Benjamin Onwuka and all those held. All those.
Obi Fidelis, I see you. Want to keep your good work. God bless you. God bless you too. Amen. Thank you for joining me. Thank you.
Because we are preaching to people that understand what common sense and reason is. The white man came and bastardized you before that the Arabs came. You returned from the being was taken away from you. You're just human. You're not a human being. There is a difference from a human being and just being somebody who just exists.
Godwin Ezekiel, I see you. Good day, bro. Good day to you.
The worst thing you can damage is a man's consciousness, their ability to reason properly. Try to put it together. Then you know how difficult our task is, and that's what we're doing. Sometimes we castigate you, sometimes we are very hard. We do it so that you can reason properly. You can go back. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Oh, look at what they're saying about me. And are you a weasel? The white man calls you a nigger, yet you go to work. Who are you to say I insult you people? Can't you see that no one insulted you by killing 5.2 million of you? You yet give me chieftaincy title. Can't you see what Ojizokalo is doing? Are you blind to see what Okorocha is doing? Is that not an insult? Imo State is effectively a caliphate. Imo State is a caliphate overrun by Islam. And you have the temerity to say, oh, you shouldn't do. And who are you people? And what have you been able to do? Running from one corridor of power to another, begging for money, begging for handouts, and you want respect. You must be mad because you won't get it.
Exactly.
This is not NTA. If you want that type of nonsense, you go somewhere else. If you are a compromise, it's what you're doing. If you are a compromiser, we don't need you. The Biafra we are pursuing is a puritanical Biafra, a Biafra of men of honor and integrity, unimpeachable, regardless of what the enemy may do or concoct, unimpeachable integrity. That is what we mean by being truthful and honest. Because you can't be a man in heaven and man on this very year. That is why
I decided to end it from there for today. Very few will understand. Many will keep asking questions. But let me tell you this. The Biafra we are looking for have already been defined by the great prophets. It does not matter who you are. But I will tell you with full assurance that you cannot stop this kingdom of God on earth called Biafra. Now you people know why we are doing what we are doing. Imo State is a caliphate. They know that Imo State, as they said to be before, is the heart of Biafra. That if they conquer Imo State, it is easy for them to conquer every other Biafrans. And that was the reason. They make up all their effort to ensure that they conquer Imo State. And Chukwu Okike Abiama have sent us to ensure that their plan cannot work. And that is why you see them pumping every amount of money to ensure that they succeed taking over Imo State. But let me tell you this. We are here to stop them. We go nowhere. We were sent from heaven to do this needful. This hard work is indeed an hard work. But don't forget that the messengers of the king goes with the authority of the king. We are not alone. As Chukwu Okike Abiama sent us, he gave us every power to withstand the tax. And that is the reason you can't win us. We are here to restore Biafra. Nothing else, nothing more. It is either Biafra or Biafra. Whatever way you choose, we are equal to the task. But I always tell you the end result, that at the end, Biafra must be restored. And that is what you need to know. It does not really matter how many you are. It does not really matter the people involved. It doesn't really matter. I've told you earlier. Even though you gather the whole world power and join body to fight these tiny people, of course, remember 1967, 1970 to 1970. That was Third World War. It wasn't easy. Now the war are civilized. We know what you did not know. You have testified that. We know what you did not know. And that is why I tell you that you cannot win us. Yes, started from Okorocha. He have signed agreement to hand over Imo State to Islam. And that was the reason when Ian Acho come in, they see that he did not agree with what Okorocha signed. Then quickly throw him away and carry person that take fourth position and restore. Because the criminal from the onset, Popu Zolima, the 419 quickly signed because of power. And now, he thought it would be easy. You don't know who God has sent. You don't know this perceive of Biafrans. You don't know. For those of you who think that you know us, you don't know us. You don't know us. And for those of you who think that we will abandon this calling for one reason or for any reason, you are joking. You are playing. You are dreaming. You better wake up. Because we are here to do only one thing. Only one thing needful. And that one thing is Biafra restoration. Biafra restoration. And you cannot stop us. I told you, we are just like computer programmed to do a particular thing. Nothing is important to us than that which we were programmed to do. Just the way we were programmed to restore Biafra. And that is what our mission is. That is our destination. Those who were not meant for this calling, they will fall aside. But those who were called for this, they will keep moving. Keep moving. And you cannot stop us. That is the message for you. Biafra is only our goal. Only goal we have. Only thing in our mind. Only thing that we think of. And there's nothing you can do about it. I've told you that where you stop is when we start. At the end, the war will hail Biafra. The war will hail Biafra. It is not today that we knew that many will fall aside. Of course, we know many are called, few are chosen. Even among the chosen one, there are very few that have been selected. If you understand, you understand. Biafra is the only thing we need. The world pretending not to hear, not to know, we will force them. We will force the world to hear the story, our story. We will force the world just the way we are doing in the Caliphate in Imo State. Biafra must be restored. I do not have a long sermon because the great prophets have already said it all. I'm only here to tell you, if you did not observe the holy day of this great prophet, Monday Sitatom Nandi Kanu holy day, you are the son of darkness. You are a child of devil. And your portion is hell. And you'll be consumed in no less time. I tell you the truth. But for those of you who obey this very calling and observe with the respect of this great prophet, may God bless you. May you live and see Biafra. For the enemy of Biafrans And the saboteur, don't worry about them. The spirit of our ancestor is taking good care of them. They know their fate, that their portion is death, nothing but death. I am telling you, nothing but death. You understand that? So therefore, Biafra ahead, no ajiwaya, no going back, no stopping until Biafra is restored. The Chukwu Abiyama continue to guide and bless the true disciple, Simon Ekpa, and the Biafra government in exile and in hometown. I will not fail to salute all my fellow congregants. The Chukwu Abiyama, the spirit that sent us, keep standing with us to defeat these children of darkness. Because darkness can never comprehend the light. And at the end, the sun will shine and it will remain shining forever. It will happen in this our time because we must restore Biafra in hard truth and truth form. Until the war begins to hail Biafra, we will never rest. We will never die. We will never surrender. We will never retreat. It is still your brother and your only brother.
Okay, the message has been delivered. I'm so happy to hear from him, to be honest. You know, he's one of Biafran Liberation Army commander. He always hit the hammer at the nail. He don't miss targets. Everything he said here is perfect. Is well explained, and the message has been delivered. And people who have the message, who the message is being sent to, understand whatever he said. So we are going to discuss other things, but just like he said, and the voice of Oyenduhi that he played, word of encouragement. This is to tell you, when people say that Master is a prophet, so people think that that's just a title. But when you begin to think all he has said so far, and when he's delivered the message, you will find out that it can only come from a prophet, somebody who can tell you what will happen in next 6 months, in next 12 months, in next year, in next 3 months, when there is no sign of that kind of thing to surface. He have said it all. That some of the commanders will never be, in the position where they are today, because of the activities they played, because of what the role they played in one or two things. Do you understand? And that those things that he said have come to fulfillment. Yeah, we have comment from Armstrong. Armstrong, good morning to you. Richard, I see you. Steve, I see you. Frank Chuku, Jodman, I think you are a new commentator. And Godwin, Ezekiel, I see you all. Diana said, good. God Almighty will continue to strengthen you all and grant you the genuine warriors fighting for the survival of Biafrans, your heart desire and protect you, will grant you your heart desires and protect you all always. He say. Nice one, Dinah. And Armstrong said, Commander Holy Ghost. Yes, he is the Commander Holy Ghost. And if you want to hear his voice, you should know that he is the one. So he have passed the message, which everybody, message of liberation. End of this year, like PM have said, Biafra will be declared. And some people are still dreaming, thinking that it's business as usual. But those who know what is about to happen, what is about to take place, understand it, and that is why they are running helter skelter. So we are going straight to another thing. Yesterday, I'm in the broadcast that I did yesterday. There's this Islamic clergy, what he said, which I played on that video, about Jesus Christ, One thing we all need to understand is that we are not only fighting for our freedom, we are also fighting for our belief. Because what they really want from you is your identity, which comprises of what you believe on, where you come from, your tradition, your norms, everything about you. They want to take it away, including your land. So the only thing they will just leave for you, which will be temporal, is your life, because they will be sacrificing people if in case they got what they want, which there's no way it will be possible, because it is if survival. It's not. I will not use survival of fittest, because we are not meant to stay together. They are the one invading our home, trying to take over what belongs to us, trying to change our identity by fire, by force. Okay, that is why they are moving from one community to another, trying to impact their knowledge and their religion on you, so that you have no identity of your own. Whatever you have, whatever your ancestors have, they will now remove that and put their own. Because to them, their God told them to conquer territory and boundaries, to penetrate every other regions and take over the land. So you that is a Christian, you that is a traditionalist, what did your God tell you? Did your God tell you to fold hand and watch other people to run over you? Is that what you believe? Is that what your God said? Is that what you are being preached to do? We need to rethink. We need to rethink. And that brings me to the people that are in Nigeria, like pastors and Christians, all those clergies, bishop and all that. Daddy G.O., Mommy G.O., name it, prophet of this, prophet of that. In Nigeria, what I mean by Nigerian, I'm talking about all the pastors, whether you are Biafran or not Biafrans, as long as you're a Christian, this message is for you. Please, I want us to pay very close attention. Just let us do just a little bit analysis of what is happening, within us. Some of us that are leaders in churches, no matter, I don't care about denomination, I don't care what kind of church, whether you're Pentecostal, you're Orthodox, whatever. You are not a Muslim, right? And you are not even a Christian, you're not a Muslim, you're a traditionalist. Now, Christianity can live among you can cohabit with other religion apart from Islam in terms of Nigeria. Reason is because of not because of is Muslim as a religion, but these people that have this kind of nomadic life added with Islamic religion is a different species from what Arab world is being known for. So what that means is that when you travel to other countries as a Christian, you can see how Muslim and Islam is being practiced. Yes, some of them practice Sharia law and all that. Even at that, it is not as dangerous as it is in Nigeria that claim they don't practice Sharia law now. Why? Is because government supervise every of the atrocities they are committing now, simply because they are, nomadic in nature, and they covered it all with Muslim. That is why they maltreat Hausa who have already accepted the religion and converted. They maltreat even Yoruba people who have converted and believe in that religion, which is Muslim. But as long as you are not a Fulani, your Muslim is not good enough. Once they want to do something, they will also come after you. Whereas other countries that give them they let they got the religion from them are not even doing half of what they're doing in Nigeria. You cannot criticize a man. How dare you, as a Christian, to come out publicly and make a video against Imam, let alone talking against Muhammad? It's forbidden, which that one is written in their own book, which is Quran. Other Muslim countries do that. They practice that. When you talk against their religion, they say you are blaspheming, and the penalty of that is they will buy you. It is almost everywhere. no matter how calm they are, once they will chat that language. After chatting it, they will buy the person. Is that by knife or by stoning to death and other? You know how they do that. Fine. But we have seen most of their clergies coming out publicly talking nonsensical things about your own Messiah, which is Jesus Christ. As a Christian, you can't even question them. You can't even challenge them. Not even in law court. Because in the case of Nigeria, you don't take them to court because, of course, their brothers are there waiting for you to come. So everything has been dominated. What is your faith for trying this thing that you are pushing to try more? That you want to make it happen. You believe that somehow it can be managed to an extent that everything will be, metamorphosed to a better country and a better economy and a better everything. What gives you that trust? What gives you that belief? Where are you hanging that your hope on? Are you hanging it on politicians? Are you hanging it on the constitution or what? Like I said yesterday, I played a video of one man criticizing Jesus Christ, calling Jesus Christ names. So, like I said, if you don't believe in Biafran freedom as a neighbor person, as a called Biafran by birth, now you think that what Biafrans are saying is not going to pass, right? You believe that somehow government will make everything work, and you are now your focus is only on your land. You think that governments will protect your land. They have police and army and all that. Your land will protect it. Imagine if that your belief happened to be true. What about your religion? Because they're also coming after your religion. Does it mean that you don't want to practice? You don't want your children also to be Christian in future? You don't want to practice Christian religion? Are you a Christian by just for formality, not that you actually believe that Jesus Christ is your personal Lord and Savior? So, if you cannot fight for your religion, you cannot defend your religion, then why do you believe that you have a religion in the first place? Because they want to take it away from you. If they will not allow you to do a certain things, and if you do, they will penalize you. But then they say when they do that, it is normal. That is domination, that is conquest coming before your eyes, happening in your presence, and you pretend that you do not see it. Fine. When they succeeded in that one, they will pick another agenda until it will become obvious that you can't even do anything, and they will run you over. Pastors today, Christians today, they don't do anything. A state like Enugu State, which the governor is a Christian, the people that live in the city are Christians. Everybody there are Christians. Everybody. Now, we often hear that the current governor of Enugu State is doing everything possible to make sure that he gives land to Fulani to graze, to have their whatever they say grazes or whatever they call that, which is indirect Ruga, which they have been asking for years now, for past 9 years, if I'm not mistaken, or 8 years, okay, 8 years plus. Because from the one of Buhari's regime, they were pushing for Ruga until 4 years and 8 years have come and gone. They are still pushing it now. Now, this current governor is promising to have, ranches, which, of course, we know is grazes is Ruga. Fulani couldn't wait until they gave them the land. Now they have attacked a local government in Enugu State, and also one in Enugu State. So, and they buy a catechist, an Anglican catechist. Not only that, they made away with fewer people from that place. In Enugu State, not in a different place. Not this one is not in a remote area like people claim that they somehow we are told that they are somewhere in the bush in farmland and that. Now we have people who claim who are fighting each other. Okay, Ibubago and the talks from governments and the help of DOS and all that. They are fighting each other, looking for whom to drag down, whereas the enemy are knocking at their door. Everybody can see that, but what do? Nothing. They have not even shared the message. None of them have done video or broadcast about these people. operating in Enugu State. None of them. But when PM happen to pick it up now and do something, all of them will have something to say. You see them, you see the opinion of it, they will be surfacing. That is why I'm afraid that internal education it must happen. It must happen. And it's not a good, I'm not praying for that, but they are pushing hard to have it. Now, Coast City Connect, this Coast City should be from, the platform is from Enugu, because Enugu is known for, they go by the name Coast City, right? We brought you a report that Fulani herdsmen allegedly attacked Adani in Ozo 1 local government, which resulted in the loss of life and leaves so many injured. The mothers in the communities were protesting with their eyes full of tears, begging the government of Enugu State and all. Now, I will play the video. I hope the platform, because every now and then, whatever I do recently of late, they come after it. Since they know that what I do is more of Biafran issue. So now, these are, what we are seeing here are, our mothers from that community that the Fulani attacked, which I just told you. Okay. Now, these women, did you see anything like even plank or plywood or any? Do you see do you see any harmful object with them? No. Some of them, you can see this our mother here with a baby. All of them, what they're holding is leaves. They are holding just nothing, literally nothing, just trying to make government to hear their cries and all that. And Peter Mba is busy taking people's land to build estate. And look at Fulani, Peter Mba is grabbing his own private land, so is Fulani grabbing their own. And these people's hope, let's tell ourselves the truth. Where do you think their hope comes from? Apart from God, I'm not saying that we are God. Of course, sometimes God makes us to work for Him. But what I'm trying to say is that when you consider or when you try to put together what the activities of government so far and the activities of so-called all this and those who claim they own the border, they own the land, they are the fact, they are the everything. None of them will come for the rescue of this people until the federal government in Leicester will do the. Once they step in, you see the difference. Do you understand? Once they step in, you see the difference. Now let's play the video before we continue the analysis. So, what we are watching now, this video that I just showed you now, is not happening in Kogi. It's not happening in Meduguri. It is not Plateau. This is in Enugu State. In Enugu State. And nobody have said anything. But once PM and different government in Israel or different Liberation Army step into this village now, we are buying our brothers. We are creating insecurity in our life. Oh, we are the even Abarebe, the so-called senators. All of them will start. They will have opinion, but now everywhere is quiet. Not that this news is secret or is being made for particular people of a particular ear to hear. Everybody can see this. This video that I just played to you now, I just told you the name of the Twitter handle. Coast City Connect has something to do with Biafra. They posted it. The government of Enugu State have not done it. Maybe now you may see a press release from government house. They will just speak their grammar. Nothing happened. Fulani will be laughing because Fulani people don't take. They don't. If you want to deal with them or if you have anything to share with them, they don't sit on a round table. We often hear, we have to sit on a round table to make peace. No. Fulani people don't know what is called round table. And for you to speak the language to understand, we have only one particular people who does that better. To speak the reality, and they will understand the language without speaking Fufude. So when you are waiting for people to translate to translate to them what you want in Fulani language or in Fufude, you are wasting off your time. They only understand one language, just like what they normally teach Nigerian military in Zaria, which is shoot. The only language they understand is shoot. Do you understand? Just shoot. As a Nigerian army, the first language, the first English is shoot. That's the only language English word they understand. So to pass the information, to caution them from this, we have all the people who will do that, which is government of the day. The Biafran government in exile. They are the one to do the needful. Why I'm telling you this is because sometimes when you are listening to them, if you don't expand your wisdom or your knowledge about what is going on, they may confuse you because you may think somehow we don't need this kind of violence. Yes, you don't need to confront people. Probably what they're saying is just a propaganda, it's just allegation. Even when the people that chop their body and is before you are watching the video, it happened once in a million. It's not every time. Maybe who is sure? Are we sure that this thing happened is actually being done by them? I sometimes I wonder what kind of spirit operates in some of us. The people who are not even Biafrans are crying about what the same particular people are doing in their region. You have seen the video, you have heard their voice, in fact, you have read many articles about it in Plateau, in Zaria, in Medugri, in Benue, in Kogi. We also saw what happened in Yoruba land. We know the operation in Imo State. There's some, the operation even in Ebonyi State. Somebody somewhere in Anambra will telling you, no, we don't need to. We should calm down. Let's people become president and everything will work perfectly. And somebody from Enugu will say, no, we don't need government to have a way of doing that thing. We should wait for government to complete this thing. Somebody in Soka is telling you this will not be for ourselves. We should just, I don't know what is going on. We should not allow this thing. Forget about what they're saying. This is just a propaganda. Do you understand? But we all can see the issue. The annoying part is that the government know better than we think we know. They know that this is actually what is going on. But the government of the day have this kind of soft land when it comes to the Fulani because as a current elected governor in Nigeria, you must do everything possible to have peace with Fulani Caliphate. Otherwise, if you manage finish first tenure, the other ones are bye. Nobody, no state in Nigeria today, whether you are Igbo or Yoruba, can beat their chest and say, look, I am a governor of this state and I have to focus on my state and make sure that everything works just for my state. I will give them what I want. You may do that if actually you only want to for just only first term, then you go. Apart from that, for you to serve 8 years in the current state of Nigeria today, you have to be ruthless with your people. You have to present the list of people that you buy in your state. You have to show that your state is the last choice because first choice is Fulani. You have to protect Fulani people. You have to protect Fulani government. Then you have to protect your buyer. I mean your colleague in governors. Like Hopos of them are today. No governor in East will criticize Hopos, even though they know that his atrocities. You dare not talk about him because people that their boss or your boss are watching both of you. So if you touch Hopos, you are touching federal government because he is the best governor in the list of federal government of Fulani. Okay, he's the best governor for them. So going after him or doing something contrary, don't be surprised. Like everybody is clapping for Governor Oti of Abia State today. We like someone like me. I don't know much about him. I cannot tell you categorically clear that what people are saying about him is what he's doing. Eventually, but we have seen some clips of videos. People are singing praises of him and all that, which I cannot come out here and tell you. Oh yeah, is what they're saying is justifiable. Maybe he's more. Maybe he's more, active in duty than other governors. Okay, But what I'm trying to say is that as long as Igbo people and people of other states are happy with this governor, the tendency of him finishing second tenure is very, very limited. Very, very low. You see governor of Enugu State who that just kick off with his arrogance and even coming after Enugu State, and people are, you see how people are complaining about Enugu State, excess taxation and everything in Enugu State now. That is what Fulani like. They will be giving him thumbs up. Now, Soludo, who upon his professorship and everything, but he's when it comes to apply that to your professorship now, in terms of leadership in your state, he's shaking. Okay, he can he may he it is very clear because Anambra people are not enjoying his regime. To the best of my knowledge, there are some of them are many people are complaining about him. There was a road that he constructed few months ago that today the erosion have already uprooted all the, take over everything and destroy the road just in 1 year or 1 year or 2 years. I'm not sure, but the road is a new constructed road. He built that road, not other ex-governor, but that road have already destroyed before his tenure. So that's to tell you that these are things that Fulani people love so much. It is very, very guaranteed that he will still come back at second term. The one of Imo State, of course, in fact, if there's any chance to create more 8 years to him, they will do that. Okay, but you see the one of Boy State now, the current governor. I don't know his activities. I heard that Fulani also attacked there. Maybe he has this kind of soft land, or maybe he's learning from Mba, because Mba right-hand man now, the governor of Edo State, his best friend in terms of Southeast governors is Hope Uzodinma. So Hope Uzodinma is teaching him how to buy people and how to, although he used to, he's good in buying people also because this governor served with Chimaroke in the past. Chimaroke is known for buying people as well. So they all of them are working together. But what I'm trying to say is that the governor of Abia State now, as long as people are singing praises of him, as long as he's pushing, making things to, even if he's not the best, but he's trying among all of them, the tendency of him being pushed out in second term is very, very high. Very, very high. So if you want to, just like PM today, one of the greatest enemy of Fulani today is PM, because Igbo people and Biafrans are singing praise of him. Is a problem. If you want Nigerian government to love you so much, start from your house. Start destroying what you have in your home. You see Ikenga today, he want to move from normal human being to a beast for him to be integrate into the society, into the political class. So you have to show this your attitude. What Ikenga is doing now is primary assignment. Once he finishes that, they will not give you another assignment. He will finish that one, which when the time comes, I will still bring it to him. But for now, what you see some of the DSS are doing now, first of all, selling your conscience, your ability to lie, even though what you're lying about is very, very clear and obvious to everybody to see, you have to maintain your lie. You have to stand on the way of, lie, and you are lying. Don't care about what people say about you. Make sure that anything is shame. You have to delete it from your lifestyle. You don't make sure that you don't have any room for shame, like that you are afraid or you are ashamed of this. No. Even when you slap a woman publicly, slap that woman with reason. Always come out with a senseless reason to make it look like it's worth it. That means you are going they're going to put you in power. But you see, you want to maintain decency, you want to be nice, you don't want to be lousy, you don't want people to tag you negative, you don't want people to see you as a bad person. You are you are on your own. I can count many Igbos elite in terms of people who are well learned, people who have done things in terms of academically. They did not, the government did not see them. The only, if you try, they give you order of Niger. They may give you, all this kind of things they shared among themselves. They may give it to you. But when it comes to governance, you will be a novice, no matter how good you are academically. You see somebody like Chimamanda, for example. You see Kojiwara. You see how they treat Kojiwara. If I your bank, from what I understand, that there's a time Kojiwara was questioning his debt and all that. If I ever were used some guys threatening him, threatening her and all that. We saw what happened and how they kidnapped her mother was kidnapped. I'm not saying that if I were kidnapped, I'm telling you what happened during that time, all right? So we saw what happened. The lady said that Okonjo said that the kidnapper told her that is either you leave office as a finance minister or you leave office on wheelchair. Choose one. Are you going to continue being a minister of finance or you want to live on a wheelchair? These are Igbo people who have grown, build themselves, build their empire in fraud. In fraud. They want to play decency as a minister, as a learned woman, and if she want to maintain her profession, they told her, "Look, we are here for we all here are not decent too. This you are in the midst of gangs, and once you want to show this you are madam know it all and all this thing. It's not for here. It's either you resign honorably with your life and you can go with with the money you have made. But if you keep on pushing this way, you may lose your mother. We may take your mother out from your life, and you may even go out from that office on. You'll be sitting on a wheelchair. So choose one. After threatening her, the woman resigned. But she said she knows people that were threatening her. She don't need to make. She don't want to make it public. Rumor have it that if I ever hands and other people get involved on that, but it is not verified. So don't hold me for that. But this is what happened. Why I'm saying all those things is that every now and then you see people coming out, oh, PM is this. They are attacking him. They are after him because he is very, very hard for his people. Masna Megana, PM. What? Likewise, every other person. If you doubt me, come out because we all know that you can also do something good, even though you may not be as good as PM or Masna Megana. But in your own little way, you can also be good. You can also you may decide to maintain, honesty and dignity, and that may push you up there, right? But when it comes to Nigerian political system, and you have maybe you are part of people that have this kind of political ambition that you are just using Biafra for popularity or for to create awareness for people to know you, so that your voice will be heard. You can use Biafra and start chatting like what Martin said that you people in that jump like a wow. Many people in the IPB are like that. They just want to create a platform with Biafra. But when it comes to deep down your soul, are you actually in support of Biafra? You'll be, the reason why you are fighting Biafra is because Nigeria is not working. If they can give us presidency, once you hear anybody that if the person want to make a comment and say, this Biafran we are talking about, we have asked for Biafra freedom because of the way that written us. If they can give us presidency, if they can give us presidency, Igbos have not been president. Biafran freedom is not about giving you president. If you actually know what Biafra stands for, it's not about Igbo man must be president. The injustice of Igbo people did not start on being president. You understand what I'm saying? The injustice that the Nigerian government have, measured on Biafran, Igbo Biafran from after the war it's not about president, Igbo presidency. No, there's other things that is even way deeper than that of president. Something like you importing goods from abroad, they will channel it where you have to go through it. It is there. Something like local government creation, state creation. When it comes to, for you to get admission in the university, the cutoff mark are different. It is different. You easily make WAEC in West, in Yoruba land, easily make WAEC in the North to compare in the East. You will struggle in the Eastern part. And they are very, very easy in, putting calculation on centers in Southeast. Many of us don't know this. Another thing is checkpoint. These are continuous taxation that they are making you. all those small money you think that is but once they give you president, for example, you can only enjoy it for a few tenure, and once they pull that president out from you, you fall back to square one. Whereas they have made us to understand that for you to have an Igbo president, the Igbo president must show you hell to prove to them that his presidency is not going to be about good governance for his people. Not that he's going to bring all the wealth of Nigeria on you. No. Do you really think that P2B is moving from one place to another today because he don't know where to go in the southeast? No, he do. But the problem is that you have to prove to Northerners that you hate your people for them to even vote for you. How many Northerners have proved to you, a Southerner, whether Yoruba or Igbo, how many Northerners have proved to you that they hate their people for you to vote them? But when it comes to you, the reverse will become the case. They have to open their eyes. First of all, they consider your religion. We don't consider their religion. We they have conditioned our minds to the extent that you have to accept, whatever religion they have. But your own, you have to prove to them that they are not religious. Do you understand? P2B is jumping from one place to another just to deny everything about the Igbo people. And funny enough, you see Igbo people doing everything to elevate him. What is the sense? Somebody who cannot even mention Mazamekano's case now as an Igbo person is what Igbo people who claim they love that Mazamekano is free for them is jumping to follow that, clapping for him. That is why anybody supporting P2B need to question himself. Now he dig a borehole for one I don't know, is it Zaria? In Zaria. And that borehole he dig there is for what? To help the people. I'm not against it. If you want to give, if you want to do charity, I'm not against it. Don't get it twisted. But going from one place to another, anywhere there's a problem outside the land, P2B is there. Anywhere there's a problem in the land, P2B is unable to see it. No. It is better. It is better that he did not smell any. In fact, you don't, not only as a president, as a contesting president in Nigeria, when Biafra comes, people like P2B should not even near where politics is being discussed, because he have this kind of evil mindset about his people. Very, 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 very demonic. Very, very demonic. When he was contesting for governor, president, or whatever they call that, I was asking people, you are shouting obedient. Why is it that he don't talk about Nnamdi, his freedom? He never for once, and it seems like wherever he goes, he will ask the organizers, do not ask me about Biafra or about Nnamdi. In fact, about Nnamdi, don't ask me, because I have not seen any journalist that asked me about it. The one time they managed to ask me about Biafra, because the Fulani people that threw that question on him were waiting for him to see if he will create enmity between him and his people. So that, because this is politics, so they will hold that one and create more division. But Biafrans have already decided before that you should not contest. In fact, for you to even come out is a sign of betrayal. You don't do that at this point in time. You don't do that. But he insisted. Today he's still pushing, even way harder than he was pushing. There's no Fulani clothes attire that he have not worn in this recent age, just for him to win primary or anything at all. But serve Nigeria and come back in shape. It will happen to him also. Today is Emefere. Emefere is what they used to Jagaban use him. Oh, Naira no design and all that. He falls to that trap. After he fell to the trap, who is bearing the consequences today? Buhari double body. He is now enjoying wherever he is hiding. Then Tinubu is now the president without care. What's the mention about it? After Sami Himo, what's the mention about Ferekes? You see federal government, yeah, they should follow rule of law. When they want to follow rule of law, once it's happening to Igbo man, especially Igbo man who happen to, play the card with them, everything will still bounce back at them, and they will be crying about it, complaining about what's going on. Sometimes they are confused. P2B is pushing for 2027, like Armstrong is saying here. P2B is pushing for 2027. That will never come. Exactly. Therefore, we declare this year, right? So that just like what Peter Ba is doing, trying to, take over lands. Once Biafra is being declared this year, Church Awasa, both you and your estate and everything, you have to look for way to get it, because everything will change automatically. Your power will take it away from you. In fact, if I wonder how you will be doing that while you are in exile, because all of them will run to we must go out from the from Igbo land, from different land. Anthony Umede said, "Good day, my brother. Have a great day. Watching from Chile. Thank you so much, Anthony. I see you." OT is being used by the Fulani. OT, I'm not talking about Otto. I'm talking. OT is the governor of Abia State now, right? If I'm not mistaken, Alex OT, yes. So I don't understand what you mean by he's being used by Fulani. Maybe you can explain more maybe there's something I don't know about it. Academy says Fulani is getting real desperate to stop Biafras. Yes, because they are being briefed by Britain. Britain to understand what is happening. Do you really think that they they know? They know. That is why they're pushing hard. And Abra the best said, building road means good government. Stand okay. Like I said, I don't have any more information about his work, but I've seen people singing praises of him and all that. That's what I mean by that. Um, Peter Okafor. There my brother. There Peter. Nice to hear from you. Then I said there are only pastors to make money for their churches, make money for their church members. They don't care about the buyer of Christians in Nigeria. That is the annoying part of it. Just like is it man Lafia or man Lafia or something like that. The man that from Jos that were preaching for Christians to have a seat at home in protest. They buy the man, and no church, no Christian, nothing, no pastor have managed to question the cause of his death and all that. Even Catholic priests, you see the catechism they buy today in Enugu State. Do you really think that church cares much? They will maybe somehow check his family and give the child, give the children scholarship and all that. What I mean by care about that is not about monetary aspects, but to put, you know, a good measure that will not enable flying to buy other people. Those who are also coming after them, trying to do the needful, they are being criticized, they are being mocked by the same church leaders. So, what is the point? Some pastors or some reverends that speak up, they will use bishops to quench that. The most of the attack or the penalties and punishment they gave Baka before the election because of P2P. Baka was being insulted by many content creators in Anim. Some reverend fathers, said many or a lot of deliberatory were against Baka. But today, P2P did not win the election. What happened? All of them are now hiding after insulting Mbaka, after saying this, after saying that. Because Mbaka says something, through his support, call for Master Nakano's release. It did not go down well with them. All of them, he this, he's that. Mbaka should mind his business. He's trying to, don't talk about Namon Nakano. Wants me to be become president. he will release him. P2B, who is not able to even mention his name now, will release. In fact, P2B not becoming president today is a sign that Mazen will be released easier than when he become president. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, because some of us don't see it that way. Many people believe that he become president, that he will do this, he will do that. He is not going to do anything. That is just a fact. He is not going to do anything. He's not going to do anything.
By God's intervention.
Thank you, Academy. Thank you. Sorry, I forgot that I paused it. Sorry. Wow, all this. So, like as I was saying before, I don't know that I moved myself. We are going to end this live stream now. We're going to end it now so that we'll be live again tonight. Please make sure that you join us. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Whenever I come online, you'll be notified that we are live. And if you want to contribute in whatever we are discussing, whenever we are live, let me just put on the comment section that you want to come in. Then we can bring in through WhatsApp call. You can call the WhatsApp number and contribute your own. So tonight, hopefully, we're going to be live again. We are 1 hour plus in this live broadcast, which is not what I want. I want the video to be short, at least 1 hour. Okay. But if you want to extend it, you can extend it sometimes, not every time. Thank you so much for notification. Diana said no voice, and Academy said no sound. Okay. Sorry about it. Diana said when the Christian Association of Nigerian President was kidnapped and buried by the terrorists in Nigeria, none of the pastors in Nigeria said anything about it to date. They can't protect you. That's what I was saying. They can't protect you at all. And if you believe they will, you are joking. So we have to, a way of cautioning them, for them to start behaving well is to limit the amount of money going to them. That should be the best way to go. I don't need to pay any money for me to know that my protection is not in your hands. Okay, yes, God do protect. You can pray to God also in your house. But these people, they are after your money. And those of them that are married like pastors, they are giving birth abroad. Their wife will be giving birth in somewhere in the UK, in US, in Canada, and all that. And you that are contributing the money, you should believe, you should just be stranded. Nobody cares about you. No. That's not. I saw a video of there's this video, a lady shared a video that a man, a Nigerian in UK went to. He's a Catholic. He went to confess his sin to Reverend Father, and he told the father that he had been in UK illegally for some time without his documents. So, and the priest that this guy is confessing the sins to is a British white man. Then after the confession, after confessing his sin, the priest said, "Okay, you should go home." So only for him to get to get to his house. Once he arrived home, after 2 minutes, immigration people landed. Okay, and they sent the guy back to Nigeria immediately because he confessed his sins to a priest. So are you going to blame the priest or the guy that confessed? Who are you going to blame? But in Nigeria, they always want to, put themselves up there once you confess, because everything about us is religious. We are too emotional, too religious, to the extent that we don't know when we destroy ourselves. It is very, very bad, very, very bad. So we are going to end it here. Later we'll be live, hopefully. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Richard said, and P2B cannot say anything about anything bad about a well-known kidnappers that was released and celebrated in the north recently. So shameful. Do you know that P2B, just to add something to what you just said, Richard, P2B said that the best way to stop terrorists in Nigeria, in the north, is to invest more money. That northern Nigeria need to invest. That the government should invest more money in the north in security. Like, anyway, what do you expect from a desperate man? What do you expect from a desperate man? Too desperate. Okay, we are going to look into the remaining one later. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. Obuchi, John, you are watching from behind, so I know that you are not you need to refresh your system. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. See you again later. Bye bye for now. Thank you.